Good evening, everyone. This is Star Goals, and I am Garrett. Today I'm going to be making a classic but delicious recipe, chocolate chip cookies. It is a nationwide favorite, but you'd be surprised on how many people don't know how to make it. So that is what I'm going to be showing you today. So to start off, you want to be putting your butter, a half a cup of butter, on the stove, and you want to brown it. The butter right now is soft because it's been sitting out, but in the end it wants to be completely melted and browned. Because when you brown butter, it just gives a more intense flavor. So come on over. You want to have your pan on medium heat so it can melt the butter and brown it, but not burn it. So in a bowl, you're going to put 3/4 cup packed brown sugar, and the reason why you want it to be packed because of all the air pockets. If you don't pack it, there's not going to be the full 3/4 cup. And on top of that, you want to add a half a cup of white sugar, teaspoon of baking soda, and a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of salt. Whisk that up, nice and good. Want to get nice incorporated. Alright, so then go ahead and when your butter is melted, then you're going to add the vanilla extract, the egg, and the butter. See you then.
Okay, go. Oh, wait.
Hello, so right now the butter is melted and browned, and how you know that it is browned is because you can see the milk solids are now visible. So what you want to do, turn the pan off, and you want to put it straight into a heat-proof container into the fridge to cool. Because if you put it into the mixer right now, you'll burn the butter, and you'll burn the sugar. And now we're going to actually leave it on the counter because when you put it in the fridge, it just occurred to me, it'll heat inside the fridge. So you let it sit out on the counter until it is cool enough. And when it is cool, I'll be right back. Alright, so now that our butter is melted and cooled, we are going to mix it in with the sugar mixture. Now this time, you want to use this, because otherwise a whole bunch of stuff is going to get mixed in with the inside of the whisk, and it's not going to be fun. Add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 1 egg. And now just mix it up. Cookies are one of my favorite things because they are super simple. They don't take a whole lot of time. And they are just the best comfort foods in the world. So when that is all mixed up, you're going to slowly incorporate your flour. One of the reasons why you don't add everything all at once is because if you do, it's just going to be clogged up and it's going to be harder to incorporate everything in completely. So you just do, about a third or a fourth of the flour at a time. And we're using a 1.25 cups flour. So right now we're going to pause, and I want to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Most of the time you want to preheat the oven at the very beginning, but if you have a little more patience than most people, then it's okay if you start it a little bit later into the recipe. So now that all of our dough is completely incorporated and mixed up, what we're going to do is add baker's chocolate. You could add general chocolate chips, but I personally like baker's chocolate more because, first of all, you have a whole lot more texture. You can make it any size you want, and you have a bit more variety choices. And when you're doing this, you can make them as uneven as possible. I would actually encourage that because there's a bit of diversity then in the cookies because they're all different shapes and sizes, and it makes it a whole lot more fun. So now that all of these are cut up, we are going to put our 4 ounces of baker's chocolate into our dough. You gotta get those little tiny bits as well. Makes it a lot better. Let's mix it up. And with this, you can more or less fold it. Which, and folding, if you don't know, is bringing it under, over, and around. It's just incorporating it without getting, overmixing, if you will. Okay, now that our chocolate is mixed in, we're going to take just regular baking sheets and plate them up, per se. So you have just regular old parchment paper. Stick that on the pan. And I'm going to take an ice cream scoop. It's the easiest way to do it. Make sure you get a nice amount of chocolate and dough in there. The chocolate and cookies really just, it's the cherry on the cake, you know. So I am going to put these all in the pan, and when they're all plated up, we'll be right back. Alright, so the cookies are on the pan. They need to be at least an inch apart because they do spread. So I'm going to put them in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes. And halfway through, you want to flip them so that they will be evenly cooked. I'll see you then. Alright, so the cookies have come out of the oven. They have cooled for 8 to 10 minutes, and we're going to be putting them on the rack. These are super delicious, super chewy. They have a nice crisp outside, and the chocolate chunks, they just make a world of difference. I can't tell you how good they are, you just have to try them on your own. So if you found value in this video, give a like, subscribe, and you guys have a great day.